Hello, my name is Kylie Murphy, and I am a student at Jefferson College. And today I'm going to be asking you one simple question. Do you think our technological devices affect our social skills? I think they do. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the negative effects of them and how we can overcome them. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, in today's world, it is easier than ever to have access to technological devices, whether that's a phone, a computer, a laptop, a tablet, or even in some cases an Apple Watch. It is easier than ever in today's world to stay in contact with everyone around us, and even not so much around us, but around the world, in different countries, different states, different towns. And none of that was thought of or even possible in the past. Unfortunately, all of these communications are behind screens. And in today's world, face-to-face communication is becoming less common. And this is because we use texting, phone calls, emailing, even game communication, FaceTime if you have an Apple. And we use that more than anything these days. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is the most obvious. It keeps us occupied. Cell phones, tablets, they all have notifications. And because of this, we are losing the ability to have face-to-face conversations and give people undivided attention. And I am guilty of this in particular, but I scroll through my social media, I scroll through my Instagram, my Facebook, my messages, all because I hear a notification go off and it distracts me. It keeps me distracted. And because of this, I am not having deep emotional connections or conversations with people because I am only half listening and we're not even paying attention to the people around us. And as I said, I do this and it's almost like an addiction to me because I get distracted just by the ding on my phone, or if I see my phone even light up. I think I'll get more out of my phone than the people around me, and I know after the fact that is not true. That is not the case. But it is easy to give into that. It is easy to give into the distraction and get sucked into that technology and lose touch with the people around me, even the real world. And I'm sure a lot of people have felt that. And it's not just me. I hope it's not anyway. But that's why I say it's like an addiction, because it affects almost all of us. And it can ruin our ability to communicate properly. And research, which I will post in my outline, but research has shown that social skills are critical for success in both personal and professional lives, and technology is starting to ruin our connections. And it makes it harder for us to build connections, whether it's with coworkers or being able to work with people, such as family, friends, coworkers, even our boss, which in the future can lead to less chances of getting employed or even climbing the ladder in employment. So how do we fix this problem? The way we fix this problem is we take technology out of social interactions. When throughout the day, for example, we have dinner with me and my family. So I would just put the phone away and focus on the face-to-face conversations that me and my family are having. Just try to engage with them, make eye contact, just focus on that conversation. It won't completely fix anything, but it will help improve on our skills, being able to learn. So the second thing I would like to talk about is the fact that technology leads to social isolation. We spend so much time on devices that we forget to actually interact with the people around us. I see this daily with my brother. He's grown up since he was 5 with technology, pretty much as early as I can remember. He talks to his friends through a screen, through a headset more than he does with us. The only time we really see him is at dinner. And even then, we have to try and pry out conversations. We have to talk to him first to get him to talk back. And not even that works all the time. And with him, he is very quick to anger. It's very hard to talk to him because he doesn't see anyone else's perspectives and he thinks it's very narrow. He thinks that social interactions are very narrow, that there's no other things going on around him, and he doesn't pick up on that. And a lot of this is because of the computers and the fact that it doesn't allow him to have normal conversations like a normal person does. And he doesn't have to face complications or confrontation, because when he has any problems, he can just mute his friends, or he can mute his game and walk away. And in real life, face to face, you have to manage your emotions. You can't run away. You have to face your problems. And he doesn't have that skill. And that's why I said he's very quick to anger, and it's hard to talk to him because he just zones out. And when you do have to talk to him, and he does have to face those things, he gets very angry, very quick to anger, very just snap. He snaps. And people who focus and rely on that escape with technology, they don't have a lot of social skills. I was getting like that at some point, and I saw the change, and so I stopped. I started taking breaks and actually focusing on fixing my problems. So I was able to come out of that a little bit, and unfortunately not a lot of us can. And so I think the best way to fix this is just to take technology out for the day. When there's people around us, you put the phones away. You put any electronic away. So like with my brother, when we're home and we're having family time, he could put his phone away and stop talking to his friends or playing games with his friends. He could live in the conversations, see our body language, see how we're reacting to him. I can do that same thing, and I am going to start doing that same thing. But a big problem today, especially, and this is the final thing I want to talk about, is social cues cannot be picked up on through technology. So it almost diminishes our ability to pick up on cues and react, because you can't see that person's face through technology. You can't see them react to what you say. You can't see them get uncomfortable with their body, like you can't see them fidgeting, or you can't see them like pull away from you. You can't see that. So you don't learn to react to people's emotions or body language because you don't see them. And again, this can be seen versus me and my brother. I make very strong eye contact, and I pay attention to people's bodies, their language, and I change my approach and my tone depending on the reactions. But my brother doesn't see anyone else's perspectives. Like, he doesn't see them get uncomfortable. He doesn't get to see them getting like passionate or upset about things. And that's the difference between me and my brother. And you can see that blatantly. Everyone can, and that is my point. Technology does affect your social skills. And the only reason I can proudly and confidently say that is because I've lived it. With me and my brother, I've seen the difference. But I think it can be changed. And I think we are young enough at this point in our life, for both me, my brother, and everyone in my class, anything. We are all still young enough in our life where if we put the phones down, we put the technology down, and start to prioritize face-to-face conversations again, that we can recover some of those skills. We can recuperate and come back together and have these conversations. Go through the hard conversations, have confrontations, and not run away, not freak out. We can start to connect with people again. And so, in conclusion, there are very major negative effects, and we can't ignore them anymore. But we can fix them and improve on them. And the ways we can do that is just putting the phone away and start to prioritize face-to-face conversations, as I've said. And I'm not going to pretend I'm a saint, because like I said, I am guilty of a lot of things I spoke about today. I do isolate myself because of technology, and I do get distracted by it. So if it's anything, take it from me, it's not worth getting out of touch with reality and losing our social skills to scroll through your social media or check your notifications or your messages. So if you got anything out of my speech today, I hope you learned that face-to-face communication is critical in our social skills and possibly our future. So yeah, I hope you make the right decision and you start to communicate with people around you again. Thank you for your time.